My name is Dr. Sally Lopez, and I'd like to welcome you to our Virtual Scholars Award ceremony for students in grades 9 through 11. During this ceremony, we will be honoring students who have earned high honor roll with distinction and students who are the top scholars in all of our departments. I would like to thank you for watching this ceremony, and I hope that you enjoy it.
I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our parents and our family members to our 2021 Scholars Recognition Ceremonies. I want to welcome our active and retired military, our first responders, and all our essential workers. I'd like to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation for all you do every day to keep us safe. Dr. Lopez, our high school principal, and our high school assistant principals, Nancy Hawk, Brandon Bennett, and Chris Cataline, welcome. Welcome, Dr. Steller, and our academic directors, Dr. Leslie Irvin, Mr. Matt Conowitz, and Ms. Debbie Droke. I'd like to welcome and thank our amazing faculty. During these ceremonies, I've always asked our faculty to stand and please be recognized for all that you do every day. We don't have that opportunity in this video to ask you to stand, but I will take a moment so that you can be recognized and thanked. We appreciate all that you do. I also welcome board members that join us for these ceremonies, and although they can't be with us in this video, Board President Mr. Paul Narwood and our Board Vice President Ms. Angela Redding, they would like to congratulate all of the recipients on behalf of the Board of Education. This evening, I'd like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation and admiration to all the students who are being recognized and to all the parents and family members, very important, who have joined with the school to guide and support these students during this unique time in our lives. It's been a challenge for sure. Each student being recognized has discovered how to face changes and challenges and succeed. Life is simply unpredictable, and this past school year has demonstrated just how unpredictable it can become. And just admit it, students, those of you who have been 100% remote, you've missed us. You've missed the morning greetings, the warm welcomes from your teachers and administrators, and even those students who have been in person. You've missed having all your classmates in the building, those crowded cafeterias, etc. But we're looking forward to having all our students back at school this fall. We're looking forward to having our construction projects completed and welcoming everybody for in-person instruction. We're working long and hard to prepare for these challenges. So students, you've worked hard for this special recognition that you're receiving during these ceremonies. You've demonstrated that you know how to succeed. Congratulations to you all, and enjoy these video ceremonies.
Students during this event for their grades and accomplishments relative to our district standards, we also have an opportunity to acknowledge the significant accomplishments of students relative to national standards on the SAT or a subject SAT. SAT subject tests are the only national admissions test where students choose the test which best showcase their strengths and interests. There are 20 SAT subject tests in 5 general subject areas of English, history, language, mathematics, and science. Each test is an hour long, all multiple choice, and scored on a 200 to 800 point scale, and test knowledge of subjects on a high school level. Some colleges grant an exception from or credit for a freshman course requirement if a student does well on a particular SAT subject test. I am proud to honor the following students for perfect scores. From grade 10, Alma Alex for Math Level 2 and Molecular Biology. Nikhil Arayef, grade 11 for Mathematics. Arnav Bhagwat from grade 11 for Mathematics. Vashitha Jinjupali, grade 11 for Mathematics. Congratulations to all. In its 4th year in the district, NB's Air Force Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps has already been recognized nationally as a distinguished unit with merit. As a cadet-led corps, it is not only our 3 instructors, but all of the cadets who are responsible for the designation for the district. I am proud to introduce our instructors to present the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade cadet awards. First, Senior Master Sergeant Mark Irvin will present the grade 9 JROTC award.
I am honored to recognize Cadet Amila Zing as my Northern Burlington Scholar Award nominee. Amila is a superb example of a student leader, and this characteristic was immediately recognized at the beginning of her freshman year as part of our Air Force JROTC program. She is also our 2021 recipient of the Sons of the American Revolution National Award, and Amila was also inducted into our Air Force JROTC Kitty Hawk Air Society. Initially, Amila served as a flight sergeant, and she currently holds the position of flight commander of Delta Flight. As commander, she leads 21 cadets in all class movements to include inspection, student-based classroom management, and our community service event. Amila's leadership and outgoing personality enhances the morale, performance, and motivation of the cadets in her class. Amila generates a culture of trust and respect to those she leads and inspires those around her to want to be better. Congratulations, Cadet Amelia Zing.
I'm proud to introduce Senior Master Sergeant Vivian Bender to present the grade 10 JROTC award.
I am honored to recognize Cadet Dylan Gurley as my Northern Burlington Scholar Award nominee. Dylan is a delightful, pleasant, and impressive young man. He exemplifies exceptional judgment and quality leadership amongst his peers. Dylan is a recent candidate of the elite Kitty Hawk Air Honor Society. He is a strong student who has worked hard to be successful in everything he involves himself in. As an Air Force Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps cadet, he currently holds the position as Alpha Flight's top non-commissioned officer and oversees the first ever historian program in the unit. He consistently maintains high standards for himself and others in the Air Force Junior ROTC program. Gurley has demonstrated a very valuable skill set that will be extremely beneficial to any prestigious award or organization, demonstrating great leadership, discipline, and more importantly, followership. He was given the National Sojourners Award for academic year 2021. He has an unquestionable work ethic, moral compass, and is always striving to better himself. Dylan epitomizes the AFJROTC core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. His personal characteristics, innate intelligence, and general attitude will ensure his success. I wholeheartedly support and recommend Dylan for this prestigious Northern Burlington Scholar Award. Congratulations, Cadet Dylan Gurley.
Finally, I'm proud to introduce Captain Sean Hoggs to present the Grade 11 JROTC Award.
Thank you. My Scholar Award goes to Cadet Captain Rachel Shaw. It has been a privilege to have this young lady help lead the Northern Burlington AFJROTC program over the past 3 years. I've been so impressed with her selfless efforts that it's hard to really put into words the enormous impact that she has had on not only the program, but me as well. That said, Rachel has become like a daughter to me and always greets me with a huge smile and her customary high cap. Miss Shaw, as I call her, has held one of the top leadership positions in the unit, the Kitty Hawk Air Honor Society president, and has done an incredible job of growing and guiding the society during a difficult and challenging year, garnering incredible results, which includes leading the Kitty Hawk Air Society to the national semifinals for the All Forces JROTC Academic Bowl competition. As she moves on to become the Corps Commander for NJ 20171, she leaves behind some very big shoes to fill and a legacy of unwavering leadership and accomplishment. Rachel's contribution, in conjunction with our other cadet leaders of the unit, directly led to us expanding the Corps to an unprecedented historic level that included adding an 8th grade component to NJ 20171. From me to you, Abe, thank you for your hard work and dedication to the Northern Burlington AFJROTC program. You are indeed appreciated.
Hello, I'm Dr. Leslie Puente Irvin, the Director of English, Social Studies, and GNT. I have the distinct honor of introducing the teachers in English and Social Studies who will recognize this year's scholars. Earning high honors is no easy feat, so congratulations on such a great accomplishment. Joining me now is Mrs. Catherine Farley, and she's going to introduce the Scholar Award recipient for grade 9 in English.
The British novelist and literary critic E.M. Forster once said, "One person with passion is better than 40 people who are merely interested." For both students and teachers, this was a difficult year. It was difficult to get students interested, never mind passionate about what I was trying to teach them. Anika Reddy Chapalapalli is nothing but passion. I have plenty of interested students, but few stay after class virtually to ask a question that isn't about their grade, to question the author's intention, to ponder with me an interesting thought she had about what we were discussing in class, or to chuckle with me at an author's inside joke to his or her readers. Anything Anika did for my class was done purely out of intellectual curiosity and the desire to be a better reader, writer, and student. Many students are interested in reading and writing. I even have some students who are very passionate about their number grades. Anika's excitement for learning is contagious. I have seen other students perk up at her observations, and as a result, they have felt a little more brave to show their own passion. This award is based on a numeric average, but it really should belong to the young man or woman who shows the most passion. Thankfully, Anika fits both of these criteria. It was a pleasure this year to share Shakespeare with Anika and her classmates. We grimaced at Edgar Allan Poe's Gothic tales of horror and dreamt big, like Lenny and George in Of Mice and Men. We saw justice fail in To Kill a Mockingbird. Anika writes beautifully. Every assignment is treated with the same passion and excitement. Whether it was the magnificent essay she wrote for Women's History Month, or the personal narrative she wrote about herself as a precocious preschooler with an active imagination and a tendency to annoy her mother while her mother was trying to do the laundry. Not many students have the humorous eye to laugh at themselves as children who, and I quote, exhibited the promise of being able to do idiotic tasks such as but not limited to licking the ports on computers, throwing rice on the carpet, drawing on the walls, and barging into my father's business meetings. Humor is one of the most difficult things to write well, in my opinion. I have come to look forward to reading Anika's work every time I sit down to grade assignments to see what interesting insights and observations she has to share. It has affirmed for me that in a year where I ask the question, am I getting through? That the answer is yes, I can and I am. Maya Angelou once said, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive. And to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style, all qualities of Anika. I will close by saying I love having students who are interested, but I consider myself especially lucky when I have students who are passionate. Thank you, Anika, for making me a very lucky teacher.
I'm now joined by Ms. Taylor Braun, who will introduce the Scholar Award recipient for English 10.
Okay. Had I been a student in the COVID pandemic style landscape, had I been enrolled in my own 7:20 a.m. Honors English 2 class, I can assure you that I would never, ever have turned my camera on. But tonight's honoree is outstanding for more than simply her face on a screen. With a breathtaking turn of phrase and prose so vivid it borders on poetry, this student is every teacher's greatest wish, someone who cares, deeply cares, about both the material and the process of learning as a whole. With pun fully intended, I believe that the sky is only the limit for Sky Murtha Ramalingam. I have outright told my Honors English 2 class that they all owe Sky a debt of gratitude for her meaningful contributions, thoughtful questions, and nuanced explanations. But you would never catch Sky asking for praise. On the contrary, Sky's humility distinguishes her as outstanding not only as a person, but as a person of, or not only as a student, but as a person of character. Even on an essay where she received a well-earned perfect score, when asked to self-evaluate and give herself a grade, Sky found areas of improvement and places to challenge herself. There is excellence in Sky's future because she will never passively accept good enough. Truth be told, it is easy to like Sky. She always has a kind word to offer, and her demeanor is open and friendly, whether you're a classmate of hers or the weirdo teacher she only ever sees behind a screen. Sky, it's students like you that have helped make this year great. On behalf of our class and on behalf of every teacher who has the pleasure to know you, I am honored to present this year's award for excellence in English to sophomore Sky Murtha Ramalingam.
I'm now joined by Mrs. Suzanne Solo, who will introduce the Scholar Award recipient for English 11.
I often tell my students that all good writers are observers. They notice more than the average person. One such observer that I have had the pleasure of teaching this year is Elizabeth Mendocino. From our first interactions, I could tell that Liz was a very perceptive person. I was immediately impressed with her ability early in the course to take a complex piece of writing and quickly analyze what the author was saying. She understands and applies the nuances of language. During one of our lessons this year, we were discussing the book, The Color of Water, and she stated, quote, "The children were more like victims and less like kids," end quote. That's just one example of the many times that her contributions elicited a "well said" or "I never thought about it that way before" from myself and her peers. If I could use one precise word to describe Liz's writing, it would be eloquent. One such piece that sticks out is her nonfiction narrative entitled "The World Inside My Headphones." In it, she beautifully recounts this last, most unusual year and the role that music has played in providing her with peace amidst the chaos. Liz has a passionate love for music, which is no surprise given her creative mind and admiration for language. She understands that much like music, writing too is an art. And usually I end this type of speech with a piece of advice from my award recipient. However, Liz, this year you have enlightened me with your words. So instead, I'll end with some profound wisdom from your aforementioned narrative, in which you state, "You do not learn and are not educated if you do not listen." Masks on, eyes open.
Joining me now is Mrs. Michelle Van Sciver. She is going to introduce to us the Scholar Award recipient for World History.
As Northern Burlington recognizes its star scholars, we pause to admire their brilliance, their energy, their passion to achieve. Anika Reddy Chapalapalli is a stellar student in AP World History, where she consistently demonstrates a keen mind and an impressive work ethic. She is an enthusiastic learner who yearns to better herself through thoughtful questioning, researching, and seeking opportunities to learn and grow. Anika's work ethic is second to none. Rather than cringe, complain, or retreat from the complexities of our discipline, Anika Reddy perseveres, embracing the challenge with an insatiable thirst for knowledge and understanding. She knows it is not enough to know what happened, but why it happened and what can be learned from it. She also knows that learning doesn't stop at the bell, as she willingly stays after class to ask a question, seek a clarification, or share a connection that a fellow world historian would appreciate. As a world historian, Anika Reddy recognizes the important lessons history has taught and tirelessly seeks to apply them to her life and to our world. As a historian, she reflects, ponders, and debates the various intricacies of man's conflicts through the ages with an unshakable optimism and sense of justice, believing that with knowledge and understanding, past mistakes can be avoided. She embraces what I like to call the hope of history. She thinks critically, feels deeply, researches thoroughly, and shares openly in order to grasp an enduring understanding of all that history has to offer. This historian is a true scholar in thought, word, and deed. Two examples I'd like to share regarding her tenacity to learn, her willingness to go above and beyond what is required, and to think outside the box are as follows. This past spring, after running out of time in class and hoping to assign a written timed practice assessment based on a College Board video, I invited the students to stay after class, as it was virtual, and I offered to post the prompt, time the drill, and allow for a comparison with a College Board exemplar. This was not for a grade, it was for practice, just to fine-tune one's skills. Anika was the only student to accept this invitation. She is more concerned with learning and integrity than a grade, which is both refreshing and admirable. Another example involved a reaction gallery to Holocaust footage from the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum, where students were encouraged to reflect and create an artifact that would capture what they were feeling. Some drew sketches, some wrote journals, others letters, still others shared research on political cartoons from the time period. Only one student, Anika Reddy, made a sculpture that brought tears to her teacher's eyes. An outstretched hand reaching up out of a cesspool of hate, seeking help, stretching to be seen, yearning to be recognized, beckoning for a response. Who will see the past and its people? Who will value their lives, their stories? Who will seek justice? Anika Reddy knows we don't just study history. We live it, we shape it, we make it. The great French Enlightenment thinker Denis Diderot said, "Only passions, great passions, can elevate the soul to great things." This scholar's passion, her insatiable thirst to learn, motivates her teachers and her peers, inspires me, and has earned her this elite recognition. Congratulations, Anika Reddy Chapalapalli.
I'm now joined by Mr. Steve Volpe, who will introduce the Scholar Award recipient for US 1.
All right. It is with great pleasure that I present the US 1 Scholar Award to Alma Alex. I've had the privilege of getting to know Alma this past year as a member of my Advanced Placement US 1 course and have been thoroughly impressed by her achievements this year. Alma deserves recognition for her hard work, dedication, and passion displayed for history. She has not only met the challenges and rigors of an AP class, but has exceeded those expectations. Alma's extremely impressive marks stand out, But what is most noteworthy is her passion and enthusiasm for learning. In a very difficult hybrid environment, it has been a challenging year academically and socially for students. Alma has met that challenge head on and has a contagious energy she brings to class each day. Alma works well with her classmates and comes to class eager to learn and interact with her peers. Through virtual learning, Alma's passion never wavered, participating in online discussions, taking a leading role in class debates, and collaborating with her classmates in breakout sessions. Alma's grades were outstanding, but more importantly is her genuine passion for learning. She has a curiosity and drive that is unique for a high school student. I know these skills will make her very successful in all of her future endeavors. Nobody is more deserving of this award than she. I thank Alma for her commitment to studying our nation's past and know she will go on to share the valuable lessons history teaches us with those she interacts with. Most importantly, I thank her for her enthusiasm she has brought to class each day, making my job so worthwhile.
I'm now joined by Ms. Ashley Sarudis, who will introduce the Scholar Award recipient for US 2.
Hi. So if we looked at grades alone, choosing a single student from the class of 2022 would be an impossible task. There are so many factors that turn a good student into a history scholar. And Jonathan Buchari exemplifies these factors, so I am proud to present him with this award. I have had the privilege of teaching John for 2 years. In that time, I have gotten to know him as inquisitive, witty, and bright. The best thing about having John in class is his ability to ask insightful questions and respond to difficult ones. He understands that history is not memorizing a bunch of compiled facts, but analyzing nuanced and complex decisions made by individuals and how they affect us today. John never shies away from participation, which I've never been more thankful for than this year. His enthusiasm and interest that he brings to all tasks is commendable and makes him not only easy to teach, but fun to teach. So once again, I would like to congratulate John on being named the 2021 Social Studies Scholar for the junior class and tell him how much I have enjoyed being his teacher these past 2 years.
Thank you to all of our Northern families for your support in assisting these young scholars this 2020-2021 school year. My name is Debbie Droke, and I am the Director of Instruction for Math and Science. Congratulations to all of the award recipients. I would like to introduce Mr. Carlos Bevel to present the Computer Science Award for Grade 9.
The Grade 9 Computer Science Award is awarded to Sarah Magnon. Sarah likes to program and listen to the monkeys. This year in her Intro to Programming class, she also learned to debug programming projects while listening to ABBA. I remember reading a blogger who once said that rock music, but especially jazz music, was ruining computer science because students were getting it into their heads that a cool, meaning a really good, computer science would never waste time studying textbooks or practicing code for hours. Instead, they would just sit in front of a screen and after a burst of sudden inspiration, know exactly what to type. But Sarah knows better than this. Sarah knows that it takes hard work, and she is more than willing to put in the extra time it takes to achieve the correct output. I very much hope that she'll be taking more computer science classes at Northern in the future.
Mr. Bevel will now present the Computer Science Award for Grade 10.
The Grade 10 Computer Science Award is awarded to Angie Van Ness. When Angie took Intro to Programming this year, she caught on very quickly. In fact, it didn't take long for her to establish herself as the go-to person in the class. And now such is her confidence that I can ask her to write sample code for future projects that we'll be doing in class together. Angie is a natural problem solver. She's patient in her thinking and thorough in heuristics. Angie is also not fazed by the failure of other students to come up with solutions, since she learned how to decipher what specific lines of code are written to accomplish. It'll only be a matter of time, even when syntax is unfamiliar to her, before Angie surmises what the outcome will be. I look forward to seeing Angie make further use of her newly acquired programming skills and problem solving in future classes at Northern.
And now Mr. Bevel will present the Computer Science Award for Grade 11.
The grade 11 Computer Science Award is awarded to Colin Bryant. Colin has been taking computer science classes at Northern for 2 years now. And you can tell because when it comes to class, he works on 2 computers at the same time. He does his schoolwork in C++ on the student station in our computer lab and parks his personal laptop alongside it, not only for a second screen, but for a second device. I'm glad that Colin began attending first 4 days and then 5 days a week because he's definitely the kind of student that makes learning about computer programming look fun. Even on rare occasions when he does not look like he's enjoying class, all I would have to do is ask him, "Hey, Colin, what are you working on?" And his face would light up and he'd exclaim, "I'm so glad you asked." Whether as a hobby or as a major role in his career, the art of computer programming will surely be something Colin will be involved in for the rest of his life.
Now, first to present our 2021 Scholar Awards for Mathematics is Ms. Cassie Kalzik, who will present the award for geometry.
Benjamin Franklin said, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn." Like this inventor, scientist, and statesman, Daniel seems to have an inquiring mind. From his first day at Northern, Daniel was not too shy to ask why. I was so impressed, as was my supervisor who was observing me that day, by Daniel's insightful questions on his very first day at Northern. Daniel continued to ask questions and share his thoughts with me during class lessons. He shared what he was learning in his physics class about sine waves and asked how that related to the trigonometry that we were learning. This inspired an investigation between the 2 subjects, which benefited all of my classes. Daniel is a gifted young man with a bright future. Like the great astronomer Galileo, never stop learning and always share your ideas with others. Daniel, you are a unique person. Thank you for helping me be a better teacher. I'm honored to be able to give this Scholars Award to you.
Presenting the award for Algebra 2 is Mr. Steve Malcolm.
Hi, everyone. It's been a real privilege to have this young lady in Honors Algebra 2. She is just a terrific person with vast potential. I've been impressed with her strong mathematical aptitude, but more importantly, her work ethic, thirst for knowledge, and inquiring mind. I have no doubts that she will be successful in her future endeavors. So this is always a very difficult decision. I'm really fortunate to have the opportunity to spend so much time with many bright and wonderful kids. And here's my litmus test in determining just a candidate for this award. When beginning to grade assessments and evaluations, which student do I grade first to check my key? This year, there was really no doubt. She is exceedingly careful and always takes great pride in her work. In closing, I must add, in my 27 years of teaching, I have not had a student that consistently asked more challenging and interesting questions. I suspect that will serve her well in the future. I can't imagine a more deserving candidate for the 2021 Honors Algebra 2 Scholar Award than Christine Hattar. Congratulations, Christine. It's been fun.
I am pleased to now introduce Mr. Jeff Newman to present the 2021 Pre-Calculus Award.
Hello, the Honors Pre-Calculus Award this year goes to Harry Applegate. Selecting a recipient of this year's Honors Pre-Calculus Award was not an easy task. There were several students who had amazing averages for the school year. So how could we choose just one? Well, obviously, it would have to be a person who goes above and beyond the achievement level of a normal honor student, which is proven by Harry's first 3-quarter averages of 101, 100, and 100. It would also need to be a person who constantly challenges himself to raise his game and conquer all topics being put forward. And though he may be a quiet student, Harry is a determined and studious one. He's also inquisitive, insightful, and observant, and there really aren't enough adjectives that I could use to describe him. This award is very well deserved. Congratulations, Harry.
I would like to welcome Mr. Gene Graff to present the 2021 Scholar Award for Calculus AB.
Congratulations to this year's winner of the Math Department Award for AP Calculus, Nikhil Arya. It would be an understatement to say that this year has been unconventional. Remote learning, hybrid schedules, A day, B day, synchronous, asynchronous, on-demand assignments. Well, you get the point. In a landscape that has been anything but normal, Nikhil has not only maintained his excellent level of academic performance, but in fact, he has thrived. In class and on exams, he regularly flexes his mathematical muscles by consistently earning perfect scores. When we play Kahoot, he really has a chance to shine. Not only is he putting his knowledge and command of some very difficult content on display, but he is doing it with the burdensome weight of an ever-moving clock ticking down. Speed and proficiency, correct and quick. Time and again, he has stood atop the podium against his worthy peers. Nikhil has shown that he is well deserving of this award, and I applaud him for that. Congratulations, Nikhil.
And now is the time to present NB's 2021 Scholar Awards for Science. Presenting the Environmental Science Award is Mr. Mike Keenan.
The Environmental Science Award this year goes to Riya Patel. Despite what you might think, AP Environmental Science is one of the most all-encompassing courses that the College Board offers. In order to master this daunting class, students need to take in information from biology, chemistry, economics, engineering, and politics, and then propose and justify solutions to a myriad of environmental problems. Riya takes all of the complexities and nuances of environmental science, all the moral and financial issues that make it a fascinating and relevant class, and applies them to a variety of circumstances and issues. Every time I've tried to up the difficulty of a test or a quiz, when I ask the kids to think more deeply or complexly, Riya has always stepped up to the plate and knocked it out of the park. Riya, despite being virtual all year, also came to help our class clean up the trash on the road here in Mansfield Township, which brought the challenges of the course curriculum to a real-world local problem. It is for these reasons and more that I'm giving the Environmental Science Award to Riya Patel.
Presenting the 2021 Award for Biological Science is Ms. Renee Farrar.
This year's Biological Science Award goes to Christine Hatter. Honors Biology is a fast-paced course with a heavy workload in a normal school environment. However, this year brought more challenges than any of us could have ever imagined. Even with those challenges, Christine easily navigated uncharted territory. She would ask insightful questions and often request individual meetings to discuss topics we covered in class. During one of these meetings, she showed me notes that she had created as we moved through the meiosis unit. I was amazed at the detail and resourcefulness she showed in her extensive explanations of various topics discussed in class. I had never had a student put so much effort into preparing for an assessment. It is clear that her hard work and dedication to absorbing and understanding class material has led her to maintaining 100% average. I am honored to have had the opportunity to teach Christine and look forward to seeing all the amazing things she does throughout the rest of her educational career and beyond. Congratulations, Christine, on receiving the 9th grade Biological Science Award.
This year, unlike past years, Mrs. Watterson and I did not have a difficult time selecting a recipient for the 2021 Chemistry Award. There was only one student who has stood out significantly. Between her perfect score on a Science League test, which is basically unheard of, and her 100% score in honors chemistry this year, the deserving recipient of this award was obvious. This all while maintaining perfect or almost perfect averages in honors English, AP US History, honors pre-calc, and AP Computer Science, among her other courses. It is my privilege this year to present the Chemistry Award to Alma Alex. Alma's aptitude for science is evident through her consistent performance and outstanding achievement in honors chemistry. However, her success as a well-rounded scholar is not only evidenced by her excellent grades, but also in the way she carries herself each day. Alma is a conscientious student who works hard and truly puts effort into all of her achievements. As any teacher can appreciate during this difficult year, Alma will always volunteer an answer when she sees me struggling to get students to participate. This is something that I was truly appreciative for this year. Getting students to volunteer answers to thought-provoking questions is part of the learning process, and teaching digitally did make this difficult. Luckily, Alma was always there to help me out. No matter how difficult a topic or test may be, she studies hard and genuinely earns everything that she has achieved. Alma has the self-awareness to ask questions when she has them, as she strives to truly understand the material and better her scientific mind. I look forward to seeing Alma mature in her science knowledge throughout the rest of high school and beyond, and hopefully meet her in person. Congratulations to Alma Alex for earning the 2021 Chemistry Award, and it has been a pleasure to teach you this year.
I would now like to present Mr. Rob Craig to present this year's Physics Scholar Award.
The 2020-2021 Physics Scholar Award goes to TJ Sandor. Like a handful of AP Physics 1 students, TJ has demonstrated a high level of physics aptitude that shows via his scores in the gradebook. There is no doubt that he has been dedicated to mastering his understanding of the principles in the course. However, TJ has shown immense curiosity and gone above and beyond to engage in topics that are beyond the scope of the course. Probing deeper and deeper into phenomena witnessed in the universe, it is not uncommon for TJ to ask the why and what if questions, which are at the heart of scientific exploration. I look forward to seeing where TJ's aptitude and curiosity take him in the field of physics. Congratulations, TJ.
At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Joy Sung, who will present a Chinese Language Award.
Okay, among all freshmen this year, there was one familiar face. I felt like the student's name was familiar and I have heard of her before. I was not sure when. When she introduced herself, I knew that she was the little sister of a very hardworking student I had last year. The more I know the student, the more impressed I am with the whole family. Her brother was hardworking and respectful. She is hardworking and respectful and smart with a good attitude for everything. She is Amelia Zhen. She made a good first impression the very first day I came back from my maternity leave when I taught her first class remotely this January. She stayed on long after class just to congratulate my family for our new baby. And she said she really enjoyed learning Chinese and was ready to learn more. She always stays after each Zoom meeting and just to say thank you before she logs off. Even though I have not had a chance to meet her in person this year, I feel like I've known her for more than just the past couple months that I had her in my class. Amelia always gets everything done beautifully and turns in her work on time. She is not only hardworking and intelligent, she is also a very humble, sweet girl. I see a very organized, goal-oriented, respectful, and hardworking young scholar, and I look forward to teaching her more of the language next year.
At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Diana Lee, who will present the 10th and 11th grade Chinese Language Awards.
I remember the time you came to high school attending Chinese 2 class and then took the bus back to middle school for your regular middle school day every morning. You impressed me with your great work ethic that seldom showed in middle school age students. Then this year, in the Chinese Fall Honor class, it has been a great pleasure seeing you demonstrated even more growth in Chinese language and as a person every day. You are a talented and highly dedicated student with enthusiasm for learning Chinese. And this year, in the difficult learning environment, you still made great progress in Chinese class. You have always come to the class well prepared, fully participating in classwork, and ready to learn something new. In addition, you have developed a sense of the Chinese language and are able to produce dialogues simultaneously in varied circumstances with native-like pronunciation. As a result, you have presented all the assignments in a nearly perfect way. Now, with great honor and pleasure, I present the Sophomore Chinese Scholar Award to you, red hair possibility. Tanhai, to recognize your amazing achievement in Chinese language study. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for what you have brought to the Chinese learning, persistence, diligence, and excellence to Chinese for honor class. I congratulate you on your success here and look forward to the time we will have in AP Chinese class in person next year. 潘海，你太棒了，加油！祝你明年取得 AP 好成绩。Next. Okay. So this one now is I'm very honored to present the Junior Chinese Scholar Award to Alexander Chuba Qiu Lian. It has been a great pleasure having you in my class this year. You are a respectful and hardworking student and always strive to be your very best. You challenge yourself with complex discourse and cultural expression in your work. You won't let any language detail slip from the class, and you're ready to learn and try minor amaze me all the time. This year, no matter how difficult the learning environment is, you have been working proactively and attentively. You're the first one to join class meetings all the time. You complete all assignments in a perfect way. Your classmates turn to you when a challenging question is posted, and you are the one others trying to beat. Beyond the academic achievements you are making in the class, you are an excellent collaborator and role model to everyone. Your engagement has encouraged the whole class working toward excellence. And your humors made our small class full of laughter and fun all the time. Now, I want to take this opportunity to recognize your amazing achievement in Chinese language study. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for what you have brought to the Chinese learning. Excellence, dedication, and passion to Chinese for honor class. I congratulate you on your success here and looking forward to the fun of working with you in the AP Chinese class for next year. 立安，你很棒，加油！祝你明年取得 AP 好成绩。
At this time, I would like to introduce Madame Kim, who will be presenting the French Language Awards.
Bonjour! And the prestigious 9th grade French Scholar Award goes to Mademoiselle Annika Chapal-Palais. Woo! What a pleasure to have you in my class, Annika, this year in French 2. I am confident that this is just the beginning of a nice journey all the way to AP. I bet you. You display all the qualities of a scholar. And if I have to call you differently, I will take all the letters A in your first and last name, which totaled to 6 A's. And that is you. You're the queen of A's. A exponent 6. That explains how much exponential time you spend on completing your assignments till they are flawless and perfect. But all this hard work is driven by you, your ambition, your willingness, your love to French, your eagerness to learn every day when we meet. And moreover, I commend you on your respect, your positive attitude, your ingenuity, your perfect attendance, and your attentiveness during this entire 1 hour online. Annika, I am so proud of you and congratulate you from the bottom of my heart on your high achievement this year. What a scholar you are! Bravo, Annika! Mille félicitations. The honorary 10th grade High Achievement and Scholar Award goes to Mademoiselle Sarah Cansado. You showed persistence and endurance through your consistent and constant high achievements. A true scholar indeed. Always the best, the finest, and most talented indeed. Zara, after 3 years of French, you are now part of the French elites at Northern. Welcome to the prestigious French Honor Society, to be inducted very soon. A valuable member and addition to our French program. I am looking forward to working with you, and I'm counting on your help in these coming years, all the way to AP. I am so proud of your applications, the accuracy, your participation in class, your work ethics, your exuberance, enthusiasm, your vibrant spirit, and your energy. Always, always your willingness to take on any challenge and anything that is tough and hard. You earned the Scholars Award last year, and now a second time because you truly deserve twice the admiration and the merits. Zara, in Arabic, the word Zahra means a flower. And like the flower, you have grown and bloomed carefully and diligently and delicately. Each year showing more the beauty of your skills and mastery in this language. I particularly enjoy listening to your voice in Flipgrid recordings with this pleasant, most animated personality. You speak like a native with fluency, with ease and self-confidence and assurance. Zara, thank you for making this year a successful and productive one, despite all its irregularities. I am looking forward to seeing you in my French for Honor next year. Okay, mille félicitations! Woo! Bravo, Zara! See you next year. And the 11th grade Honorary French Scholar Award goes to Mademoiselle Sarah Khan. A high achievement that has been consistent and well-maintained since your freshman year. In fact, this is a déjà vu nomination. You're twice the winner, and I have no doubt you will continue this way in your senior year. I can still say the same things about you since your first year in French. Diligent, hardworking, enthusiastic, conscientious about your work, accurate, inquisitive, pleasant, respectful, extremely determined to gain the mastery of this language. And that is not all. You displayed tremendous growth and maturity and self-confidence over the time of these 4 years in this French language. This school year was not like the others, as you know, and you have not stopped working and continuing as usual. In fact, you managed successfully to work through a small 9x10-inch screen, and I admit that you are the most skillful student with quickly muting, unmuting, and pressing that raise button, the raise hand button. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for always being also there visually, your face, your smile. I also would like to congratulate you on earning the prestigious seal of biliteracy. You chose to take on this challenge with confidence, knowing how little time you had to prepare for it in class. Very satisfactory results and a job very well done. Bravo, Sarah. You are truly an asset and a valuable member for the French program. I remember telling you when you were a freshman that I considered myself a winner of a lottery ticket, which is you, and I won't cash it until it's the graduation time at Northern. Well, that time, Sarah, is approaching. So I am hoping to have a wonderful year with you next year in my AP French. I hope you did take it. And I am very proud of you as usual. Bravo, Sara, mil felicitations! Woo!
At this time, I would like to present Dr. Dorado Austin, and she will present the 9th and 10th grade Spanish Language Awards.
I am honored to present the 9th grade Scholars Awards in Spanish to Christine Haddad. Christine, you have shown every quality of successful language learners: confidence to ask questions, diligence to produce precise, carefully crafted expressions at a higher level, and a remarkable interest in understanding the minutiae of the Spanish process of communication. Your thoughtful questions added deeper knowledge to our lessons and on many occasions seamlessly led to what we were learning next. They always help your peers understand the new concept at hand. I thoroughly enjoy our conversations as well and was amazed at the meticulous detail you provided in your copious notes in class. Your enthusiastic attitude toward the Spanish language has been greatly appreciated, as was your readiness to assist from the other side of our Google Classroom, checking to see if what I intended to post went indeed according to plan. Your commendable dedication to the course throughout this year has set you apart from your peers. I was thrilled to hear of your plans for pursuing the study of Spanish to higher levels, and I am excited to see you becoming the articulate, culturally aware speaker of Spanish I know you will become. Congratulations, Christine, on receiving this well-deserved Scholars Award in Spanish. The recipient of the 10th grade Scholars Awards in Spanish is Adelaide Jacobson. I am proud to nominate you, Adi, with this award for your tenacity and exemplary work ethic. Your attention to detail when interpreting text has set you apart from your peers. You have shown an admirable self-discipline at negotiating the meaning of passages from culturally diverse standpoints. Throughout our readings and listenings, your ability to both comprehend and build upon the meaning of a passage have revealed the effective decoding and analytical strategies that result from your outstanding vocabulary and syntax knowledge. I was impressed at the detail of your understanding from our most challenging text. You accurately inferred, predicted, elaborated, and made connections with ease. You have shown the discipline to persevere and strive for perfection, consistently performing at the highest level in both presentational and interpretive mode of communication. Your diligent work in class is worthy of commendation. Congratulations, Adi, for this well-deserved recognition.
At this time, I would like to introduce Senora McWilliams, who is going to present the 11th grade Spanish Language Award.
Hi. The 11th grade Spanish Language Award goes to Matthew Mojena. I had the pleasure of having Matthew in my AP Spanish language class this year. This is a very small class where he's the only junior. He was very quiet at first, but not for long, because he couldn't hide his great personality and how important it is for him to continue studying and practicing the Spanish language. This year has been very challenging for everyone, but Matthew handled the challenges and hardships that came with each unexpected, stressful situation by staying positive and concentrating in his work. He's observant, thoughtful, and very humble about his abilities. He has a great attitude towards learning, and he's an extremely kind and compassionate person. It has been an absolute pleasure to have him in my class. I know he will have a fantastic senior year, and I'm confident that he will succeed in whatever he does. Congratulations, Matthew.
Hello, I am Mr. Matthew Conowitz, Director of Instruction for the Agri-Science Program, the Applied Technology and Engineering Department, the Business Program, Family Consumer Science, Music, Theater, and the Arts. I am very proud of the hard work that our students accomplished this year, and it is with great joy that I present my teachers who will be speaking about the students who have received Scholars Awards. Enjoy. Hello, I am now joined with Mr. Brian Hayes to present an Agri-Science Scholar.
Our Freshman Ag Scholar Award goes to Kalina Johnson. Kalina is a hardworking, self-motivated young woman who has participated in FFA at Northern this past year, as well as in the middle school. Kalina is very passionate about agriculture and her involvement in Northern FFA. She is a well-rounded, self-driven student who works hard in the classroom and has outstanding grades in all of her courses. It is my hope that she continues to grow, learn, and be a successful student here at Northern Burlington. Kalina is a true example of a scholar, always eager to learn more and new interesting things, and is dedicated to being a lifelong learner. Kalina, it is my honor to award you the 9th grade Ag Scholar Award. I challenge you to continue pursuing your educational interest in agriculture and wherever your learning takes you. Congratulations, Kalina.
I am now here with Keith Tanucci to present the next Scholar Award.
The Northern Burlington Agriculture Department is pleased to recognize Alexandria Enger for a second time as recipient of our Scholar Award. Lexi's ability to balance her academic responsibilities with those responsibilities required as an officer in our FFA chapter have been noticed and appreciated throughout her sophomore year. Lexi's dedication and enthusiasm for agriculture and our program offerings is evident in all she does. Lexi's participation in career development events, as well as obligations as an FFA officer and involvement in leadership workshops, further demonstrate a commitment to teamwork. Lexi wants to succeed in agriculture, but also recognizes the importance in working with a team to achieve her successes for herself, her team, and our program. Lexi's commitment to teamwork continually enhances all her FFA endeavors. The Northern Burlington High School Agriculture Department is proud to recognize Alexandria Enger with our 2020-21 Sophomore Scholar Award and look forward to providing Lexi with future opportunities to continue to explore her interests in agriculture.
Hello, I am now joined by Ms. Nan Hamilton to present the Agri-Science Award.
Hello, the Scholars Night Award for a junior in agriculture goes to a student who has a passion for agriculture and learning. In the world of flowers, heather, or the scientific name of Erica, is a low-growing plant with small pinkish, purplish, or white flowers. White heather symbolizes protection and good luck. Purple heather symbolizes admiration. This fits Heather Infante well. She has self-confidence and is determined. I had the pleasure of having Heather in my advanced plant science class her sophomore year. I saw how determined she was to finish all projects. Her love for plants was evident, and after learning that she had a lot of plants at her house, her passion for plants and agriculture was displayed every day. This year, Heather is our Northern FFA Chapter Vice President. She took charge of our FFA Advocating for Agriculture book reading to 2nd and 3rd graders and suggested the book Just Ask, Be Different, Be Brave, Be You by Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. The book shows students diversity and the differences that make each of us unique. The ending of the book has a garden of unique and different plants, showing that plants are just like people. Heather also has a love for animals. On virtual FFA meetings, her dog would pop up on her lap and listen intently on the discussions of the day. On the chapter's FFA Week animal video, Heather shows off her duck to the camera and she keeps her cool even when it decides to fly away from her. Heather's supervised agriculture experience has entailed taking care of her animals and plants and working and learning at the Burn Farm Market. I am proud to award the Junior Scholars Award in Agriculture to Heather Infante. Congratulations.
I'm here with Mr. Dave Johnson to present his Scholars Award.
The 9th grade Scholars Award in Applied Tech Engineering is presented to Timothy Williver. The challenges of remote learning can be difficult to overcome, particularly in a course such as engineering, where a lot of things are worked on by hand or examples are very dynamic and physical interaction is key. Tim has been the best remote student I have had this year, and several of his other teachers agree. He consistently works harder to make his classes work for him, despite meeting via a webcam. He showcases all of his projects to me and is not afraid to share his creativity with his classmates when the opportunity arises. As a department, we are looking forward to a future with Tim in our classes. Thank you for a great year.
I am now joined by Kyle Schreiner to present the next Applied Technology Engineering Award.
Thank you, Mr. Conowitz. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2021 recipient of the 10th grade Applied Technology Engineering Scholar Award, Angelina Banis. Angie is an excellent student. I first learned this last year when she was a student in my material design and engineering class, but I saw even more growth from her this past year as a student in Engineering 1. While she attended most of the year as a remote student, her effort was always apparent, and I could often count on Angie to be the first student in her class to submit her work. And while often first, she still was able to complete assignments to an extremely high standard, showing a great amount of thought and consideration for various design features. I was often impressed with the amount of detail that Angie would include in her projects, clearly showing a high level of focus and determination to produce the best end product that she could. Having said all of this, Angie also contributed to our class by being a positive role model and leading others when called upon to do so. She is not afraid to ask questions and is very receptive to feedback that can help her improve in any way. These are all rare qualities to find in any high school student, let alone a sophomore. I'm excited to hear about all of the future accomplishments that Angie will have during the rest of her Northern Burlington career. I know there will be many of them. Congratulations, Angie. And now I'd like to move on and introduce the 2021 recipient of the 11th grade Applied Technology Engineering Scholar Award, Tanushri Aravind. It was an absolute pleasure to have Tanu in Engineering 1 class this year. From very early on, I could tell that Tanu was a student that could be counted on to bring her best every single day, and she did not disappoint. Each day, I was impressed not only with Tanu's understanding of the material and her interest in learning, but she also showed that she was not afraid to fail and was genuinely interested in learning from her mistakes. While on the quieter side, she naturally fell into leadership roles when working with others in the class. I was often impressed with the amount of detail that Tanu would include in her projects, clearly showing her high level of focus and determination to produce the best end product that she could. Additionally, Tanu showed that she is more than just a great student. She is dependable, mature, inquisitive, and kind. She is the type of student that any teacher would want in their classroom. I'm excited to hear about all the future accomplishments that Tanu will have during the rest of her Northern Burlington career. I know there will be many of them. Congratulations, Tanu.
I am joined by Mr. Kyle Schreiner to present the next Applied Technology Materials Award.
Thank you, Mr. Conowitz. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2021 recipient of the 9th grade Applied Technology Materials Processing Scholar Award, Hannah Foley. I was very fortunate this year to have Hannah in one of my Graphic Design 1 classes. While she attended most of the year as a remote student, her effort was always apparent, and I quickly learned that Hannah could be counted on as a model student. She consistently produced some of the best work in her class with a keen eye for design and a strong attention to detail. In reviewing Hannah's assignments, I was often impressed by her finished product, as they often stood out from the rest of her peers. It is the drive and motivation that Hannah showed during each of our class sessions that will take her wherever she wants to go in life. I'm extremely excited to hear about all the future accomplishments that Hannah will have during the rest of her Northern Burlington career. I know there will be many of them. Congratulations, Hannah.
Hello, joining me now is Mr. Dave Potts to present more Scholars Awards.
Matt Severio has wrapped up his second year
of graphic design and has done so with his usual flair. Matt pushed his abilities and skills to new levels as he conquered Adobe's Illustrator's learning curve and produced 2, not 1, screen printing assignments this year. Each assignment adhered to Matt's own high level of standards, and each one resulted in some flawless sports apparel. Matt has since moved on to mastering another vector software package and has taken time to learn the software as well. And in addition to his own work, Matt still continues to allow time to help other classmates as they try to keep up with him. It is Matt's skill at using critical thinking and his reliance on practicing multi-step protocols that have helped Matt to earn the 2021 Applied Technology Material Processing Award. Congratulations, Matt. Cameron Avery arrived here at Northern Burlington from Germany, and his transition to life back in the United States was nearly seamless. Cameron slid right into a seat at Northern Burlington's graphic design program and has not looked back. His broad depth of knowledge with the design software helped keep Cameron at the top of his class. He has never had an assignment turned in late, and he has always used every opportunity of class time to push himself forward. It is my hope as Cameron's instructor that we will have enough time at the end of the school year to bring some of Cameron's personal creations to life.
I'm now being joined by Ms. Taryn McGee to present the Art Scholars Award.
Hi. The 9th grade Scholars Award in Art is presented to Emily Schroeder. Those of us who have been lucky enough to have had Emily as a student in class know her hard work and determination definitely paid off this year. I noticed right from the beginning when she handed in her first assignment, it was remarkable. She stood out among the rest with her advanced techniques, strong shading skills, understanding of color theory complexities, and her fine attention to meticulous details. Her artistic style is extremely detailed and elegant. She created unique and original work for each and every assignment, earning the highest grades in the class. As a result, it is no surprise that Emily is a high achiever, getting straight A's on every assignment submitted. It was a joy to have her in class, and I cannot wait to have her again next year. Congratulations, Emily, on receiving this award as the most outstanding 9th grade student in art. I have complete confidence in your continued success at Northern.
I am now joined by Mr. Colin Temple to present the next Art Scholar.
So, good evening. I'm elated to introduce a student of mine that not only possesses a true appreciation for the arts and artistic gifts, but is an amazing person as a whole. My colleagues and I were unsure how we were going to make this virtual classroom a success this year. I was fortunate to have been dealt with an ace in hand. This student broke the mold, made the class flow by delivering amazing discussions, making witty comments, and becoming a pace setter for the class. I've also been graced with the chance to have one-on-one discussions with him. This student has aspirations to become a pediatric doctor for CHOP and has the drive to provide his personal time to aid the community as a whole. The student has true grit and potential to do great things. It is with my pleasure to award Braden Duronsky with the NBC Scholars Award this evening. Braden is by all means the true definition of a real person, and without a doubt, he deserves this award. Congratulations, Braden.
I am now joined by Ms. Julia Kirchner to present an Art Scholars Award.
The 11th grade Scholars Award for Art is awarded to Ella Dittmer. Amazing, astonishing, and jaw-dropping are just a few words to describe Ella's artwork. Her attention to detail is spot on in all of the mediums that she chooses to work with. She is an exceptional artist and student here at Northern Burlington. I am always impressed with her ideas in art and the way that she executes them. When an assignment is given, Ella always takes that criteria and doubles it to go above and beyond. The final product of all of her assignments are that of a true artist. I'm excited that she will be in AP Art next year and hope that she continues to pursue the arts outside of school. Congratulations, Ella.
I'm now joined by Kendall Retzbach to present the next Scholars Award.
Thank you, Mr. Conowitz.
It gives me great joy to introduce the 2021 recipient of the 9th Grade Business Scholar Award, Mr. Leo Tapia. Leo made it past the first year of high school, one of the most challenging transitions in life. Not only did he make it, he succeeded and excelled in a time like no other, where traditional learning was tossed out the window. And he makes it look easy. He works fervently and enthusiastically every single day in business concepts and always has an interesting fact or example to add to our class discussion. I know I can count on him to provide valuable business insight about whatever topic we are discussing that day. His hard work, dedication, determination, and overall eagerness to learn sets him apart. Leo is an asset to our business program at Northern, and I hope he continues to pursue business courses throughout his high school career and beyond. And it is because of Leo's dedication and diligent cooperation that he has been chosen for this year's Scholar Award. Congratulations, Leo Tapia.
Joining me now is Miss Lori Nadolny with 2 more scholars.
The 10th Grade Business Award is being awarded to Bianca Witchek for her outstanding achievement in a business class, specifically Accounting 2. Throughout the entire year, she has achieved 100% on almost all of her Accounting 2 assignments, and her work is always professional and well done. This is an outstanding accomplishment as Accounting 2 is a difficult course. Bianca never hesitates to ask questions and makes sure she completely understands the concepts. She goes above and beyond every day. We are very pleased to present the 2021 10th Grade Business Department Award to Bianca Witchek. The 11th Grade Business Award is being awarded to Aniela Irwin for her outstanding achievement in a business class, specifically Marketing 2. Throughout the entire year, she has achieved 100% on almost all of her marketing assignments, and her work is always professional and well done. Aniela's advertising and marketing ideas never cease to amaze me. Her work is always creative, and her understanding of marketing is outstanding. We are very pleased to present the 2021 11th Grade Business Department Award to Aniela Irwin.
Hello, I am now joined by Dave Taylor, Director of the Choral Program, to present his Scholars Award winners.
Hello, this year's recipient of the 9th Grade Choral Award goes out to Lauren Manzi. Lauren is without a doubt one of the most promising and talented young singers that I have ever had in my years at Northern Burlington. Her ability to sing in tune and project is quite impressive. This past April, some of you may have seen her playing the role of one of the ancestors in our spring production of The Addams Family. Her ability to act and sing as a freshman is quite an amazing feat. Her list of accomplishments in her first year at NBC include All South Jersey Choir, which was virtual, in choir 1 of our section leaders, and also again in the fall play and the spring musical. We are so fortunate to have such an amazing talent in our program, and we look forward to 3 more years of what she's going to accomplish. Thanks for your talent and being such an important part of our music program this year. Thank you, Lauren. And now for our 10th Grade Choral Award. This year's recipient is Mr. Christopher Delanos. Christopher is such a great young man. He's kind, polite, and is always wanting to improve his talent for himself and all of those around him. He wears so many hats that I don't know how he even keeps himself awake. Chorale, fall play, musical, volleyball, and this past April was one of our ancestors in our spring production of The Addams Family. The past 2 years, Christopher was also selected into the All South Jersey Chorus. I have a lot of talented sophomores that I could have given this award to, but none of them have stood out more than Christopher with his dedication that he has given to the performing arts. He literally is a member of almost every possible performing arts group at Northern Burlington. Thanks, Chris, for all that you do to make our NBC Performing Arts shine like it's never shined before. This year's recipient of the 11th grade choral award goes to Cameron Norman. When we realized that we weren't going to be able to have an in-person performance for our winter concert, I was really worried that I wasn't going to get enough recordings for our song in chorale called Glow. Then I heard Cameron's version and I was so impressed and blown away at the maturity of her recording and musicianship. Cameron is a 3-time All-South Jersey member and without a doubt one of the best sopranos that we have in our choral program in many, many years. When we were decided to perform a song called I Believe for our outdoor performance on May 12th, I was so honored that Cameron was able to sing our duet for it so well. Beautiful job, Cameron. Thank you. Cameron, thanks for being such an amazing leader. In a year when it's hard to even know if kids are even paying attention in class, you were always engaged and on task. I'm looking forward to your great singing next year when we hopefully get back to a normal routine in chorale. Thanks for all you do in our choral program.
I'm now joined with Mr. Sean Linner to present the Music Scholars.
This year's 9th grade recipient of the NBC Instrumental Music Award is an outstanding member of the NBC High School Band program. He has continually set an example of dedication and high-level musicianship for his peers. In just his first year at the high school, he has been a key member of the symphonic band on bass guitar, the marching band, jazz ensemble, and in the pit for the musical. He is always willing to step up and help any ensemble whenever he can. This year's freshman recipient of the Instrumental Music Department Award is Thomas Greco. This year's 10th grade recipient of the NBC Instrumental Music Award has had a significant impact on the band program over the past 2 years. As a clarinet player in wind ensemble and marching band, alto sax player in jazz band, and tenor sax player in the jazz ensemble, he has contributed to the success of all 3 groups. He has distinguished himself through hard work and his commitment to music. He takes great pride in his work and helps raise the achievement level of all those around him. This year's 10th grade recipient of the Instrumental Music Department Award is Brian Grip. This year's 11th grade recipient of the NBC Instrumental Music Award has been an indispensable member of the high school instrumental music program since joining the marching band in 8th grade. Since then, she has gone on to be a key member of the flute section in symphonic band, trombone section in jazz ensemble, and baritone section in marching band. This year also allowed Isha to take on a more of a leadership role in marching band as one of our drum majors. This year's 11th grade recipient of the Instrumental Music Department Award is Isha Singh.
I'm now joined by Jason Wiley, who will present the Theater Scholars Awards.
The 9th grade Theater Arts Award goes to Lauren Manzi. It has been a pleasure to have Lauren in class this year. Even though she is new to the high school, she found a home in the theater arts department right away. She settled into the production, playing multiple parts in the complete works of William Shakespeare Abridged and playing an ancestor and the moon in The Addams Family. Lauren has an energy about her that is literally infectious. In class, even though she is online this year, she's always willing to ask questions, adjust, and collaborate with her peers. This is also seen in her work with the NJDFL team. Her hard work has earned her the title of team lead for her sophomore year. Lauren always has a positive attitude and a kind word for her classmates. She is always among the first to offer a compliment and pep up her peers during performances and rehearsals, and always offers extra help when needed. Joining the Thespian Society, she has shown that she is ready to continue the work that she has laid the foundation for this year. Though we have an extremely talented freshman class, Lauren is a standout. I am very excited to see what Lauren brings to the table for the next 3 years. The 10th grade Theater Arts Award goes to Jaden Lopez. Even though I had to convince Jaden to do the fall play and musical this year, we could not have done it without him. Jaden gladly stepped in to offer his rapping skills for the complete works of William Shakespeare Abridged, and led his comedic acting styles as Lurch in The Addams Family this spring. We found ourselves cracking up at everything he offered to the part. Jaden genuinely cares about those around him. He is a true collaborator in the creative space. The comedy and innovation he lends to his roles are second to none, and he continues to push himself and his peers to be better. Jaden is always someone who asks if you need help. Just several weeks ago, Jaden stepped in to fill a vacancy in the directing class. During his study hall, he reports to the theater room to direct a group of students in a one-act play. I am excited to see what Jaden brings in the future, and I am truly proud of the example he continues to set for his peers. And the 11th grade Theater Arts Award goes to Ollie Fitzpatrick. Though Ollie is new to Northern Burlington, it did not take long to recognize the exemplary work ethic she has. Ollie served as a stage manager for the fall and spring productions this year. She was integral in making sure that everything ran smoothly and was done in a timely manner. In play production, she has consistently been a leader among her peers. She will make sure her group stays on task. She is creative with projects and a leader among technical theater students, and she will soon be inducted into the International Thespian Society. She is easily one of the most efficient high school stage managers I've ever worked with. She has quickly become involved in the Northern theater community and made it her home. Ollie will be serving next year as the head stage manager for both productions, as well as a manager for the New Jersey Drum and Forensics League theater competition team. Her management skills will no doubt take her far in her roles here at Northern Burlington and beyond. She is an example of what an excellent theater student should be. I am excited to continue to work with Ollie on productions, even though she just has 1 year left. Thank you, Ollie, for all you do for our department.
I am now joined with James Dowd to present Video Production Scholars Award.
The 9th grade Video Production Award goes to Sienna George. From your diligent classwork, Sienna, to your excellent video projects, you have stood out amongst your peers this year. Your 100% average in video production for the entire year shows your dedication, and I look forward to having you in our program for years to come. Congratulations.
I'm now joined by Mr. Matt Pona to present the next Scholars Award.
It is my pleasure to present the 10th grade Video Production Scholar Award for 2021 to Brooks Wiezek. Brooks is an ardent film fanatic and one of the most prolific scholars of the art of movie making that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. His appetite for film study, as well as his drive to write, direct, and produce his own projects, is voracious and unparalleled, not only amongst his peers, but amongst the breadth of producers, directors, writers, and historians I've come to know throughout my academic and professional endeavors. I often marvel at the catalog of knowledge he's accumulated in his 16 years of life and cherish his recommendations for movies I should watch. Very rarely am I let down by one of his recommendations. Perhaps most impressive is his ability to synthesize the techniques, artistry, and detail of the movies he's seen and combine them with his own thoughts, ideology, and style in order to create truly unique and inspirational, original projects of his own. I have no doubt that Brooks will one day rule the film industry and quite possibly the world.
The 11th grade Scholar Award goes to Logan Stewart. For the 3rd year in a row, Logan has earned this accolade, which is a credit to his dedication and hard work to video production and Northern TV. In class, he is studious, respectful, and determined. On his own time, he commentates our athletic events, works as a cinematographer on our live productions, and even hosts his own show on our network, Northern Sports Desk. He does all of this while balancing being an honor student and a multi-sport athlete. In my opinion, Logan is the epitome of a Northern Burlington Greyhound. Congratulations, Logan.
Hello, I'm Chris Cataline, Director of Instruction for Health and Physical Education in the Northern Burlington School District. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Chris Kelleher, who is going to present the 9th grade Health and Physical Education Award.
Hello. This year, the Freshman Health and Physical Education Award goes to a student who came to class every day with a positive attitude. She always participated in whatever activity we're doing and always did it to the best of her ability. Obviously, physical education class was a little different this school year, but that didn't stop the student from making the best of it and always did it with a smile behind her mask. At least I think so. This year, the Health and Physical Education Award goes to Ava Connor.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Ms. Molly Napolitano, who is going to present the 10th grade Health and Physical Education Award.
This year's Sophomore Physical Education Scholar Award winner is Tanvi Kundor. With the craziness of 2020 and 2021, Tanvi has shown that although not physically in school, she is very deserving of this award. Tanvi participates in not only sports within the high school, but outside of school as well. While partaking in all of these activities, she is extremely driven academically and sustains a very high GPA. The standout quality Tanvi continually shows is her consistency. Tanvi has not come to class unprepared one time this whole year, whether it be completing and handing in her activity logs for physical education to handing in her assignments in driver's education. Tanvi's attributes and the way that she has overcome the obstacles in the last year are a testament to her character and also demonstration as to why she is very deserving of the Sophomore Physical Education Scholar Award.
As we continue with our Health and Physical Education Awards, I'd like to introduce Mr. Zach Westerberg to present our 11th grade Health and Physical Education Award.
Thank you, Mr. Cataline. It is my absolute pleasure to award the 2020-2021 Junior Physical Education Student of the Year to Felix Delanos. Felix has proven time and again why he is deserving of this award. He's always prepared for class, he's excited about what we're doing, and he's more than willing to lend a helping hand. One attribute that I admire about Felix is his leadership. Being a three-sport athlete, it seems to come natural to him. He's not afraid to lead by example, whether we're running on the track, playing basketball in gym class, talking about CPR and health, or anything in between. Felix is always the first person up. He gives 100%, and he's always encouraging his classmates as well. And it's for that reason that Felix, you are the most deserving of this award, and congratulations.